talking money, and I don't want to talk.
Still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Then I'm still gon' stunt. Diamonds look like they glowing. 50 stacks all singles, I make it look like it's snowing. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam. Treat them like Jack boys, catch them slipping and slam.
Well, another one bites the dust. What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another live edition of We-On-Loc Nation. And I just woke up. Shouts out to Reese Waters. That was a cool premiere that you did. And definitely shouts out to the amazing Lucas. The amazing Lucas does not disappoint. But what is a disappointment is I have to constantly keep hearing about the same old, we're tired of, what is it? The whole blackface thing was what I called it. The Karmelo Anthony, you know, I tell people innocent until proven guilty. And it's like, well, if he's innocent until proven guilty, then Shiloh Hendrix has every right to collect her money. I said, I don't give a fuck about that bitch collecting her money. I don't care about that. I don't care about that at all. Is what she receives on the back end of that. We don't know. And when she says she's going to be moving out of Minnesota, well, it's like a million people heard what she said, right? A million people heard what this woman said. Do you not think that any place that she lands, people are going to find out where she lives? Duh. Everything has consequences and repercussions. Just like that idiot at the bar who was yelling nigga, 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 nigga. And like, ah! And he got bitch slapped. Then the police had to take care of that. And all of a sudden, he's a victim. How come white folks always think that they're victims or something? It's some strange, crazy shit. But anyway, and then snowing out here in Denver. Hey, if Shallow Hendrix lands in Denver, please let me know. What do I want with it? I would love to be at a park, you know. I would definitely love to be at a park, you know. I mean, because it's just high time. Would I do something? No, I would never lay hands on a woman. I would never lay hands on a woman. But I talked to a sister of mine. Shouts out to T Pre. I shouts out to a sister of mine, and she says she is willing to do time for, you know, someone calling her child the N-word, even though her children are all grown. Doesn't matter. I like in closet, or excuse me, out of the closet. I love out of the closet white folks. You know why? Because not only does it make good ratings, make good content, it's fun. It's fun that a person shows us for who that particular person who's a racist really is. It's awesome. I don't like those closet freaks. Like I said to you, Jerry Jones is a closet freak. But Bruce Roman, I think it's Bruce Romanowski, who played for the Los Angeles Raiders from back in the day. You know, the white boy that was, you know, spitting in the face and breaking players' arms and shit like that. Yeah, all of a sudden he's a good citizen. But he had a problem when Colin Kaepernick took the knee. I'm telling you. So we're gonna do this whole in about the next segment. We're gonna do the Papoose RemyMa story because obviously that thing is just straight sad. I just think the two of them are still in love with each other, but come to find out, they're arguing back and forth with each other and all this and all this. It's very sad and it's very telling, but that's what happens when you cheat on a person. You cheat on a person, but then all of a sudden you want to turn victim. That's just not cool. That's just not cool at all. I just think that these two couples really they really fall for one another at one point, but due to her carelessness and narcissistic tendencies, he ended up moving on to a much younger person in Clarissa Shields, baby girl from Flint, Michigan. She can box for the best of all people. She can box with the best of them. I don't know why Remy would even challenge people like that. I don't know what's wrong with these women. I really don't. And it's not all it's not all women. It's not all women doing this. But a person like RemyMa, who's already been to jail for pew-pewing somebody, is thinking that was an accomplishment. That's why he had to do the whole 8-year bid. You know what I'm saying? And this man took time out of his busy schedule to help your ass out and put money on your books. I mean, it's quite telling. I mean, everybody sees this from afar, that out of your anger and out of your angst. I mean, we're gonna cover it. We are gonna cover it. But the first thing we're gonna cover today, fam, is the most dumbest, and the most ridiculous thing people are debating today. I mean, it's quite stupid. It's quite. I'm just saying. This is just stupid. We'll get rid of this right away, because I just think this is the most stupidest thing that people could cover. I'm gonna show you right off.
The new party spot. Look, I'm ready to go to school right now. Hey. Well, look, I want a math class. I want all that. I want my degree.
Okay, people. I mean, is this a thing? Is this a trend? Is this a trend where people have an actual problem with this? It's just some kids graduating with honors just acting a donkey. I mean, I don't think I ever did that when I graduated from high school. I don't think I went to Red Lobster and snacked on some cheddar biscuits.
Yo, when did school become the new party spot? Look, I'm ready to go to school right now. Hey. Well, look, I want a math class. I want all that. Yeah. Yo, when did school become the new party spot? Look, I'm ready to go to school right now.
I don't care about the music shit. We'll just edit that out. But again, when did it become unpopular for kids just to celebrate? Now all of a sudden we're nitpicking on kids celebrating graduation. I mean, weren't we talking about weren't conservatives, these coon ass Negroes, always talking about this pollution in our black community when we're robbing, stealing, killing each other, black on black crime, all of it, graduating. And by the way, it's a very very low percentage in the United States when it comes to black kids graduating. But the moment they hit the aisle, get their diploma or their degree, we all of a sudden we have a problem with them celebrating. What else are we going to nitpick? What the hell else are we going to nitpick? I just need to know. I just need to know. Let me find this one thing real quick. Because I oh my gosh. Shouts out to Shish Trish. He just sent me some salute. Are we, hey Mahogany, hey baby. Are we really having an issue with women celebrating? With girls? There was guys in the background celebrating. Are we really doing that? Oh, let me see. Let's start with this. Let's start with this nut. Let's start with this nut. Let's start with this nut, and I'll go on from there, because this is just fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I need a bucket because I'm gonna throw up listening to this.
You got to go into the real world at some point. And that's where brought to you by TatumStore.com, TatumStore.com. Let's watch it together. This is let me speak to this real quick because there's a lot of people with different opinions, and both opinions can be valid. Yet there's validation of opinion in reality. Let me explain what I mean by that. You have a graduation, and at a graduation at your school, you can act the way that your school allows you to act. If your school allows you to act like you're about to see right here, that's your school allowing you to do so. If your school wants to be more strict, that's your school allowing you to be in a position where you're held to account. All right? You can do even. What are you doing to prepare yourself for real world scenarios?
That already figured out, stupid. Again, we're talking about in the realms of people getting their degree, getting their diploma. Hello, and then they go when they go into the real world, they're not going to see each other again. They're not. After the party is after the graduation, it's time to celebrate. It's time. I would party right with my daughter, celebrating. As long as she ain't twerking, that's just fine with me. It's just kids celebrating after 4, 5, sometimes 6 years of college, 4 years of high school. It's hell going in. After the quizzes, after the exams, after the finals, you're done. And when you go up on stage and get your honors, get your degree, get your diploma, get your doctorate, it's over. And you're not going to see each other again. Because what you contribute to, what you contribute your life to, what you pick, the degree in which the thing which within which you picked, whether it be doctor, plumber, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it is. What subject you picked, you're going to end up busy. You're going to get busy after a while. You're not going to see each other again unless it's Facebook. Unless you're going to see each other on Facebook or stuff like that. You're not going to see it, and you're going to get that job. You're going to get the career. All of a sudden, you're going to have kids and whatever. You're not going to have time. So why not? There's a time and a place for it.
And we're going to watch it together, and then I'm going to give my opinion of whether I think this is bad or not. Roll the clip.
I don't find anything wrong. I don't find anything wrong. This is the most dumbest, the most hideous. The next thing we're going to talk about when it comes to these black conservatives, I think we're going to talk about have our socks pulled up too high. We can't have ankle socks anymore. Or if our socks matches underwear. I think we're going to talk about that. I think we're going to talk about the fact that white folks have. I mean, we already have a problem. Shut the hell up. We already have a problem with dreadlocks being a thing. We already have a problem with dreadlocks being a thing. That's how I came up with my name. We already have a problem with, smoking, even though we made it legal now. We already have a problem with what it sometimes at a point in time it did come down to specifically certain t-shirts that you wear underneath your uniform. Like we're gonna nitpick this, we're gonna nitpick that. We're gonna nitpick everything. All right. That's just the nature of it. I say once you get your diploma, it's time to buckle down after you celebrated. After a night of celebration, I have no problem with it. But once that birds start chirping or that rooster start henning, it's time to get to work. That's what I think. It's time for real life. It is time for real life to emerging life, so you can get to that bread, get to that money, so you can earn your keep. You can earn whatever it is you want in life. Whatever it is you want in life, depending if you want a house, you want a car, you want this, you want that. It's time to get to work, fam. Because white folks aren't going to, here you go. They're not just going to give it to you, even though they do owe us 40 acres and a mule and $100. But they're not just going to give it to you. And they never will. Unless you take it by force, that is. Because they do owe you a debt. They owe you what? $60-70 trillion worth of debt. And the only way to get that is through blood. And none of you about that life. So until that time, you're going to have to work. But if you graduate, I have no problems. I have no problem with it. This is a stupid subject. Oh, I got it.
It don't bother me that people want to do that. If that's how you want to express yourself at your graduation, you can do whatever you want to do. But you also got to understand that people are going to view you a certain way by doing that, reinforcing certain stereotypes. And if you're okay with that, be okay with that, right? I think that if I was in school, we probably would have done something very similar to that. However, in my personal opinion, I do not think that that's the appropriate place to do that type of activity. Why? The excessive celebration is graduating high school when you graduate with your master's degree and when you graduate with a doctorate degree and you want to give a open expressive celebration.
Dude, over excessive. Little kids do that. Little kids are over excessive. Hell, people in church are over excessive. If we're gonna complain and highlight the things that black people do and on a negative basis, which is rob, steal, and kill, and we're gonna add this to the mix, then I seriously think that people should move and people should start moving around in a different direction. Because this is stupid. This is just plain stupid.
Because you're accomplishing something that's incredibly great. I see that being more appropriate than these people acting ratchet on this thing. I just think it feeds into the idea that young black people can't be civilized.
You say that because you have a white wife, dude.
Now, being a part of the black community and growing up in the black community, this is not weird in the black community. People dancing and showing off and doing the jug and whatever they call these dances now.
Doing the this goes to show you he's out of touch. This goes to show you. I don't have to label it. I don't have to label none of that because I know what the jug is. I know the jug. I know the two-step. I know the cabbage patch. I know all that shit. But as a matter of fact, when we were growing up, after graduation, even though my mom took me to Red Lobster, they went to the catfish place. over there around the corner, damn near a couple miles from my house. This is called Munchies, and they munched the hell out of that fish. Anything you wanted, fish and grits. They was going to town. I know that. Graduating from Lansing, Michigan, Sexton High School, J.W. Sexton. It was glorious. It was glorious having my mom watch me walk that aisle. Did I act a fool right after I threw up my cap? Hell yeah, I did. I was never going to see those people again.
Not that alarming if you live in a black community. I think everybody deserves to do their own thing. You know, if everybody busted out in country music dancing, which would be wild and crazy, kind of like that, they start doing line dancing, I think that's okay too. But I do think that you just got to understand the way it make you look. The way they dancing and flipping and twerking and twisting and doing all that to the music, the type of music.
Nobody was twerking.
They listening to. All that together is not as good of a look as I would like. But at the end of the day, if that's the way you want to celebrate.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm not going to even do any more of that. I'm just letting y'all know now. It's dumb. It's just dumb. Learn to let it go. The conservatives, the black conservatives, always wanted to. Oh, now they want to nip. They love tattletaling. They love their quota. They love to get along with these white people to show that they are the complete conservatives, and they kowtow and step in fashion, all gyrate all over the place. I love you. I'm sorry that these niggas was dancing and gyrating, and they're supposed to act civilized. Oh, I'm sorry. I said the word civilized. Was I not supposed to say the word civilized? I'm done with this, man. I'm done. Next. I'm sorry to say, this is the worst. This is the worst, and like I said, it's far telling. Let me shut this shit off, and let's get to work. Now, I'll cover this in my last video. Everybody covered it, and there's some. Oh, I think this is like a day old, but damn, Remy, shit. And when I say shit, I mean shit.
A lot of people in your path, that's not you.
Same kids that I helped raise, and the same kids that I helped pay for.
You're abandoned my child.
I abandoned your child.
For months. I'm sorry, for days at a time.
Emotional.
No, when I got the knowing I had to go to work the next day, knowing my daughter had to go to school.
Knowing that you fucking two bitches at TuneCore. Let's keep that at. Knowing.
And you stood out with the lane while your daughter was crying for you. Kids. Also, she wanted to talk about all this money talk and all of this, what I don't got and what I got. Since I met her.
Yeah, Remy does sound like a real narcissist.
I have written 90% of the rhymes that came out of her mouth.
I knew this.
And with me saying that,
He's writing. He written 90% of the rhymes that came out of my mouth. Why you can't write them for yourself?
When I was young, at the time, I have an iPhone. Let me get you notepad.
Mind you, this is the only time he ever responded. Oh, I lied. I lied because I found this yesterday. Let me see. I found it yesterday, but let me see. No.
I am so excited that shit.
Who cares what she thought? Let me see. Wait. Let's go to this. So I'm trying to find the one that they were arguing.
That's up to him. That doesn't mean I don't love him. Let's move on along. I gotta make sure I don't. And then I think that the relationship she still is, and your entire family. You want to talk about? You want to pretend like you got any type of love for my son? You don't got no love for nobody in my family. You never showed no love for. You had animosity and hatred towards everybody, especially other women. You are a very unhappy individual. So you want to now fabricate and try to make it seem just so you can exploit? Just so you can exploit? Don't you know that when you were saying what you were saying on what I just played about the meatball, the lane, that you said some other things that I could end this whole charade that you're trying to play with? But I'm gonna just allow you to keep going. I'm gonna allow you to keep going because he chose to live. That's up to him. Because that's what you like to do. Moving on along. I told y'all earlier, I'm gonna let y'all know one of the reasons why she had so much animosity towards me. And I never got to finish that because people started kept calling my phone. But you know what? I'm gonna let y'all know. Before I let y'all know that, I do want to say this. I've supported your whole family, not just you. I've supported your whole family financially ever since I've been around them. Right now, to nobody in your family, you're mad at them because they still love me. So if I'm this guy who don't support, who don't pay money, who don't pay bill, don't do this and that, why your whole family love me? Because not only what I did morally, I'm there for them financially too. If anybody call me and say, yo, pal, I need X, Y, Z, I give it to them. Ask, and I'm talking about her family. Call them and ask them. Anybody from anywhere where her family live, ask them about Papoose. Ask them, did I ever deny them anything? Ask them when I give them the shirt off my back if they ever in time of need. To this day, man. When you turn them away, guess who they come to? Guess who look out? And I'm not saying that, I don't do that so I could come up on here and say it. That's why I'm not speaking about it in detail. But the fact that you fabricating these stories about my character, I gotta do it. Also, what I wanted to address. Throughout the duration of me being home with my child, when you abandoned my child, so you could go stay in an apartment that you got 40 minutes away from my house, I can literally post the address up here. She went and got an apartment.
Hey, sis.
Lane, 40 minutes from my house.
Salute.
Ran back there every other day, lying, saying she not with the dude. And you went and got this apartment 40 minutes away from my house. And so the main reason why she started to have animosity towards me was this. One day, because every birthday, we celebrate birthdays together as a family. Every holiday, guess what, y'all? Very consistent with what I said earlier. Y'all seen it. If y'all scroll down my page, if you got time, everything is there. It's in order. This social media thing, it has its pros and cons, but if you go through it, it tells a story. But if you go to her page, the history, a lot of it is erased because that's what people do when they got something to hide, when they want to try to be somebody that they're not. She want to go around the lane. Lied to him bad. He's a clown. Lied to him. He on the recording just saying a bunch of
and so this is the reason why I can't find that fucking page. That's crazy. That's crazy because they were arguing. They were arguing back and forth with one another, and he didn't say anything. And when he went dark, all it showed was a picture of Papoose and Carissa. She said, get that off of my phone." Paraphrasing. Like, you put this on yourself, Ma. You put this on yourself. Now all of a sudden it's an issue. But he got a divorce. He finally signed the papers. He signed the papers sometime this month. So he's free and clear now. So it shouldn't be no issue from here on in. But this is sad, yo. Is she post anything after this? It's like she wrong. I mean, she wrong anyway. She is in the wrong anyway. And then that little old fabrication that all of a sudden he gay. All of a sudden he's gay and he's, you know, has very feminine traits. Why? All all of us because of the simple fact that he caught her cheating with a female. Why the kid was around? All because he put money on her bucks. All because after she got out, he bought a condo for her, or he had to buy a condo, had to go around the corner and buy a condo just to come see her. That's a feminine trait. I think people, in my opinion, kiss the wrong ass. They just do. They just kiss the wrong ass. And I get, you can call this selfish or whatever, but a person who loves a person like this and is willing to waste money and resources, would sacrifice his daily life and what he enjoys and what he does for a person like that who's been in the pen for 8 years, all because she couldn't control her emotions. Think about that. Think. It ain't illegal yet.
That's how I was raised, so I'm real big on family. So this particular year, she says, I want to have an all girls party. So I'm like, okay. So you don't want me and the baby to come? All right. No, just my friends, all girls. I'm like, damn, that's a little, I don't want to say strange, but I was like, okay, we usually do it as a family, but this is cool. You want to have it with all girls. So she has the all girls party. I don't know. I was back. Cool. After that, we had like a little dinner in the basement or whatever at the crib. So this is the first time I seen homegirl outside of when they was in the penitentiary together. So I see her at the crib. Okay, she stayed for a couple days. She spent the night. Cool. Little activity was going on along. She comes back to the crib on another occasion. So this time when she comes to visit the crib, every night when it's time to go to bed, she's telling me, I'm gonna go sleep in the guest room with such and such. I don't even want to say this individual name. I gotta give her no clout. She's an extreme clout chaser. So I don't even want to say her name. So
Sounds familiar.
she tells me, I'm going to sleep in the guest room with such and such. I said, okay, that's cool. I sleep in the room by myself. Big ass crib, big ass room, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I bought through the whole crib, all the utilities in my name. That's another story, but she fabricating.
And y'all supposed to be married? Well, y'all hear this. I like how this lands. Hold on. I like how this lands. Let's land
Moving on along, that's documented too, because I've been paying out the same account for over 15 years, whatever, or more. Moving on along, I sleep in the room by myself. I don't think nothing of it. Next day, same thing. I said, damn, babe, you sleeping in there again? She like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay with such and such, right? I said, all right, cool. Anybody in Bedford Hills, can you please step to the front? So now I'm like, damn, this shit weird. What the hell? You feel me? So at this time, I try to be intimate. I'm keeping it 100 with you. I try to be intimate with her. And she came in the bed with me. She hugged and kissed me, the whole thing. And at this time, I'm trying to be intimate with her. When it's time to go down, she slipped out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, okay. After she do that, she go back to sleep in the room with homegirl this particular night. I said, something is fishy here. I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but this ain't adding up. You feel me? So I said, damn, something wrong, something ain't right here. So one time I had to go do something. I had to go handle some business. So I go handle business. I come back in the crib. It's a big ass crib. And they got like a long walkway to get to our bedroom. It's like a long walkway. And then on the other side is the other rooms. So I come in the crib. As soon as I walk in, I look down towards our bedroom. I see my daughter in our room by herself. I say, yo, what the heck? Where the hell is she at? So I go up the other side, and I tell you this, it's a big crib, so it's a long walkway. I go to the other side, I go in the room, she in the bed. I don't see homegirl though. It's like she booked it or something when I came. But I see a whole plate, peanuts, cashew, all these type of raisins all laid out. But my daughter in the room by herself. So I said, yo, why the baby in the room by herself? She made some bullshit excuse. Extreme liar. You never seen a liar like this in your life. I said, where homegirl at? She ain't even answer that. It was just like a weird answer. I pushed past that. Moving on along. I hate to say this, y'all. I hate to say this. But you want to know why she started having so much animosity towards me? Because I ended up finding out the truth, y'all. And I'm not saying this because it's a bad thing, but I'm saying this because, and when I say not a bad thing, because I don't judge people who live that lifestyle, but she has.
You can take RemyMa out of prison, but you can't take prison out of RemyMa.
Done a lot of bashing towards people who live that lifestyle and talk so bad about them and say so many foul things about them that it hurted her so bad that I knew the truth. On another day, I caught her with this individual in the house on that. End up catching it. Now, this individual is a female. I told the individual, I said, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't put my hands on her because I'm not gonna do that. I don't hit women. But I told her to get out. I said, get the fuck out. Because I felt very disrespected that took place in my house while my daughter was right there on the bed. And you know what she did? Blamed me. Said it wasn't true. Said my ears deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Which goes back to what I was telling y'all earlier. She's the type of person who will say something to you and 10 to 5 minutes later, she'll say, I didn't say that. Straight.
Now, does that normally happen in a marriage? No, it does not. So if it doesn't happen in a marriage, in any type of a marriage, where any man would do any and everything necessary to not lose his cool, to not be in a position to get that pum pum from the closet and erase both of y'all from existence. There was a movie. It was called She Said It, or I forgot what it was, with Anthony Mackie in it. Anthony Mackie, aka Captain African American. It was a Spike Lee joint. And in that Spike Lee joint, he gets all these lesbians pregnant. But anyway, it was this thing in the movie, right? Where dude catches his fiance getting it on with a female. And so he busted both of them, and he said, both of y'all get the hell out. And then she ends up being the female lead, which is the female lead was Kerry Washington, right? It was Kerry Washington at the time. And she's offering him cash to lay pipe to all these females. Well, writer. She's giving him like $10,000 cash because he ended up his accounts were frozen because he ended up unlocking the truth of some corporation that he was working for that was secretly trying to speed the process of this thing that was trying to eliminate HIV, but it was really speeding up the process. So then he ended up finding out the truth, and then he ended up getting his shit frozen for it. But furthermore, FBI was watching him. So his funds were frozen, and homegirl came out and said, here's a solution. You get us lesbians pregnant. You don't have to sign no forms or nothing. You ain't got to send no kids to school or nothing. You just got to get us pregnant. And so each and every female that came along with 10 stacks end up giving this dude 10 stacks to get these women pregnant. It was a fucking cool movie. But anyway, but in reality, this is sad. This is sad. Now, we ain't got to go further. We ain't got to go further with that. We have a response. And y'all girls don't know how to let shit go. Y'all just don't know how to let shit go. It's just y'all always got to get the last word in.
Woo. Tell them, speak. While people talking to you and you reading comments, you can't keep up with them if you do that, right? I'll wait. Because I've been sitting by my phone all fucking day because I know you can't take the L. You can't take the public people not on your dick.
How is that? And he ain't responded but that one time.
You can't take that, right? Every time you come up, mentions me, says anything, or do anything that I don't like, every time your current come up situation, I'ma drag you. And every time you bring your little girly self on here and saying something, I'ma drag you. Every time, Willie. I'm gonna drag you every time, Willie. Every time. I was just trying to get back with you yesterday. Get back with what? Get back with what? Why the fuck would I be trying to get back with you, sir? Stop lying to these people. Did y'all look at the date on that file? Oh, it's so easy to file. He filed that today. He filed this today. Who gave you the money? They gave you money. You should be thankful. Look at me doing you favors again. I got y'all lit. All the blogs pick y'all up. You can use all my perks, all my front row perks, all my jewelry perks, all my jacket perks. Y'all lit. I got y'all lit. And look at me again, still doing favors. I got your lawyer retained. Look at him over there, emotional. You're an emotional creature. Men are emotional creatures. You know, I have no ill will towards you, Papoose. Men are just emotional creatures. You over there on your little Instagram page. I helped you get all your little followers. Oh, she just, I was trying to get back. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Here's my phone right here. Would y'all like to see my messages from yesterday? Let's go to my messages. Let's go. Let's flip this real quick. This is my messages. Look what he saved as. Bozo. Let's scroll down. Let's go to yesterday. This is yesterday. Let's go up. Look at him being my friend. Sending me pictures of the baby. My daughter's asleep. This is Tuesday. My daughter's asleep at 11:18. My daughter's asleep. She's asleep. This she's asleep. This is the other day. This is the other day. Can you send me your lawyer's name and number? Just call my lawyer again. Like I told you, you have not retained or paid her. Tell Clarence to pay it. He will do it. I'm on hold. We'll be speaking to my lawyer shortly. I have no clue who that is. Spoke to my lawyer. We are meeting Saturday. Then we'll be ready for mediation. My lawyer just spoke to the person who said was your lawyer, and she stated she still hasn't been retained and that you should reach out, that she'll reach out to you. I'm tired of y'all playing public image games with me, and I'm being the bigger person, not playing back. I tried to be nice, but you played in my face. Garbage is tomorrow, which is today. All things belong to me and my daughter will be on the curb tonight. I've been storing.
He already signed the damn papers. We already Googled it. He signed them this month. So we shouldn't be expecting any more of this from you or from him. Even though this is his first time responding.
For over 6 months. That's over 2. I spoke to my attorney again. She did not scroll to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots. Should I scroll back to him? Play with me. Play. And my daughter goes to bed and play with me. Wishing they got their shot. That's what. Stop playing with me. Every time you say something, I'm a bomb you. Shall I scroll back to when you was in Africa and people was wishing they got their shots? Shall I scroll back to them? Let me scroll back to them. Play with me.
Fuck, what the fuck is this bit? What the fuck is she talking about? Before you go to Africa, you have to take what's called yellow shots or yellow fever or something like that. You have to take your shots before you go to Africa because you're going to end up catching something. Even though you're going to catch I would say 5 times out of 10 you're going to catch malaria anyway. But you still have to take your shots. These people who go to Africa expect not to catch anything. One shot, one sting, one bad apple, a friend of ours went to Africa to do research, and he ended up drinking something and ended up passing out, and he ended up joining the ancestors. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful. So it was confirmed.
Play with me. Play with me. And my daughter goes to bed at 9:30 at night. 10:30 on a bad night. So if he's telling you I was calling my daughter, it's a lie. My daughter has her own phone. Okay? Stop playing with me, sir.
At that age?
Oh, and you just filed that today. Look at the date. For anybody that just came in and just missed that, don't play with me, sir.
So what?
Don't play with me. Nobody was trying to get you back. If I wanted to get you back, all I had to do was just listen to the cries and the pleading. I have that too. You want me to play the audio of you crying? Or do you want me to place the footage of you sleep on the couch? What happened? The last time that you was over there, and I was like, bro, this ain't it. Stop. You're never going to win this with me because I don't care anymore. Listen to me. Look at me. The woman that you knew, she is gone. You have successfully got rid of her. That lady, that gave you grace, that saved face for you, that took the hit so that we both don't look crazy, even if it made me look crazy. Because I feel like, oh, you know what? My celebrity could take it. Yours can't believe I could take the hit. She gone. She's gone. Now go explain that. Matter of fact, let's scroll down. Oh yeah, and there was no yesterday. I was laid up yesterday. Emotional. Why what? Everything. 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 Stop lying to them fucking teeth that I paid for. Fucking liar.
Yeah, she's gone. She is just gone. I believe him. I really believe him. Anybody want to come up and chop it up with your boy? You can't. I believe him. I'm sorry. Anybody who goes through this much trouble, all because number one, I'm successful in my career, I'm successful in my relationship. That failed, but I ended up bouncing back after a year because he met Clarissa sometime in July of last year. And they haven't been correspondent since 2022. Him and RemyMa. So he ended up suffering for it, but then ended up bouncing back. Had a relationship. He didn't say anything. But all of a sudden, we hear these conversations going back and forth between Caressa and RemyMa. Again, he didn't say anything. It went on and on and on and on. All of a sudden, she blames him now for not speaking up for her. I'm like, I'm not with you. I'm not with you. Why the fuck would why I waste my words and breath defending your honor? You my baby mama for at this point. I did more for you than you did for yourself. And on top of that, how does Fat Joe feel about all of this? And you damn near burning bridges with him too. Have you ever came out with anything as of late? You haven't. Let's face it, you're not Cardi B, you're not Meg Thee Stallion, you're not Nicki Minaj. Hell, you ain't Charlie Ben or whatever that trick name is from Murder Inc. You ain't no damn Beyonce. Even though she lost, I admit she lost hella weight. She lost hella weight. She's looking good. I was with them. Because they were on BET Love, and she was basically putting on a front. At this point, I say that because you put on a front after all these years, 18 years. 18, I would cut that to 16. You know why? Because you can be in a long-lasting relationship, and then at some point in time, you start drifting apart for a certain amount of years, and this happens, but you're still together for the sake of the baby, or for the sake of this, or for the sake of that. It's a disconnect. And then after that, you sign a divorce. You go into counseling, signing divorce papers. It is what it is. But again, he didn't say anything. We haven't heard no reports of him saying nada, nothing. And but all of a sudden we hear this, and we're going like, this is almost. I don't want to equate this. I don't want to put this together, but it's almost like the Diddy case. Hear me out. Hear me out.
And you wonder why some of these men complain how dangerous women are. No, women are dangerous. If I ever held a panel full of females, I probably would have get dusted by now. Not necessarily. Not necessarily because not everybody likes RemyMa. Not everybody. But they all love the fuck out of Nicki Minaj though. But anyway, if there were individuals that can say that RemyMa was in the right, they can read this, they can look at this last post. I mean, this is not even a last post, but they can look at this last post and they can tell. And they have to make a decision, is she in the wrong or is he in the wrong? How the hell is he in the wrong when, again, he hasn't said anything? He's basically minding his own business. You hardly ever hear from him in the blogs. He's with Carissa. Carissa don't even know what the hell is going on. She's just happy. She's literally happy. She just boxed some greatest champion in the world in female boxing. Not the greatest champion in the world because I still leave the Layla Ali. Layla Ali is still the greatest champion. I'm sorry, girl. You still my home girl and everything. Flint, Michigan. Hey, unless you beat her, I'm sorry. It is what it is. You good. You great, girl. You great, but you ain't never gonna get that title. You know. You gotta be. And Wolf, you both of them are retired at this point. So I don't know. It's like having Mayweather go toe to toe with Muhammad Ali, which will never happen. But anyway, I think Remy raps better than Nicki. They're both from New York. That's a debate. That is a debate. Because she's in her Nicki in her prime versus RemyMa in her prime. I think Nicki got her. I'm just saying. Both of them from New York. I think both of them are from Queens. Hollistack. I don't know. I don't know. But let's continue.
And go ahead and say I ain't paid for, so I can call my daughter godmother and send a fucking receipt. Go ahead. It's not sad. What's sad is that a grown man, Mr. Breckland, Mr. Real Nigga, who's sitting here like a girl posting on your page to make somebody that you just told me. I don't even know why y'all have a problem. I just met her. I don't even know why she's mad at you. I just met her. Doing all that. Like, stop playing with me. Your bag, bro. Secure your bag. Trying to get back with you. Are you crazy? No, Jew, don't add please nothing. Let her go. Go. Fuck out of here. What are you talking about? Y'all got me.
You're not going to be Carissa. I'm sorry. You're not going to be Carissa. You're not going to go toe to toe. She can talk as much shit as she wants. She will beat the living shit out of you. One-on-one, nobody else around. She will play you like a Cherokee drum. Like Olympic gold medalist, multi boxing champion, and MMA. No, you lost that fight. Twitter war shit. Who the fuck cares about Twitter beef? What the hell cares about X beef? I mean, you talk about me all day long. Just don't put your hands on me. What? Oh, just because you unalived somebody and had to do an 8-year bid makes you into something? Man, hit that like button. Hit the like. Hit the like.
Fucked up. My lips all dry and shit. I'm in the mall trying to be low, trying to get me an outfit for tomorrow. And now this is when you want to compose. I've been waiting all day. I promise you. Promise you. By the way, my stepson called me. Want me to put him on my live? I'll put him on my live and let him go. I'll let him go. Mr. Great Dad, Mr. Great Husband. I will add him to my live and let him go on you. He told me thank you. I felt bad after because I didn't even realize that, like, oh shit, I could have just possibly put him in and said thank you, Remy. Weirdo. I'm really seeing try to you're a girl. Look at him, emotional. Stop playing with me, sir. Stop playing with me. Matter of fact, let me get the Africa post on cock. Hold up. And the only reason why, if anyone why is he still on my health, is because it's against the law in New Jersey while you're going through a divorce to take them off of your health insurance. So unfortunately, I can't.
Well, that's a good thing.
Let's scroll. Let me get literally entertained because I knew this
can't take you can't. How come y'all late? Y'all is lame, yo. Why can't y'all take the L? Just take the L. I bet you she go down fighting. She get punched in the face like I'm gonna give up. Just take the L, son. Take the L, son.
Where to the dome? Hold on. We in Africa, right? I ain't go to Sierra Leone. Hold on. Hold up. He called me later. He called me back. Call me later. I'm busy. Hold on. Sending me videos. Yo, right now it's 1 minute. I can't make this up if I wanted to. Why do I care what degrees is out there? Small talk. Videos of everything that's going on. Yo, how do we balance that? I'm not gonna lie, the motor carts is fire. It's only 92 degrees. I'm assuming it's supposed to rain. This and that's not. You already know when they give the temperature. Everything was fine. Look at me, you dressing.
She's letting you know how his day went. So what? She ain't suffering from no sexual. She got dick down and licked down by a nigga and a bitch. Come on now. She probably got licked up while the kid was in the bed. That's fucked up. That is just fucked up. Just take the L, ma.
Like Brooklyn over there, you better get some kente cloth. I hate traveling with a bunch of stuff. Stop it. You have clothes. Look, I hate traveling with a bunch of stuff, and I don't have any clothes anymore. I wear the same things all the time. Stop it. You have clothes. You just don't want to come get them. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What you talking about?
See what I mean? You just unhinged for no reason. She's unhinged for no damn reason. Oh my God, We-On-Loc. She can't keep her legs closed. You know damn well what I know what you mean. I know it. Listen, you can take the ghetto hood rat out of jail, but you can't take the jail out of this hood rat. And I don't mean to call her that. it's just, it's just hard for me to see that two people who were in love ain't that no more off of what we saw and what we witnessed. And him coming up the things that are confirmed, kill it. Kill it. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Because I should have known better. I should have known better. And for the simple fact that he's doing the exact same thing to Carissa. Carissa don't need that type of help. She's a boxer. She getting money off the strength. Where was her income coming from? Off of the same old record? Off of the same old fucking record? 90% of the rhymes that he wrote for you? I mean, you can freestyle, but can you write? Hell no, you can't write. We haven't heard a legitimate. You haven't hit top 5. You haven't hit top 10, top 25 of who? What? You couldn't beat none of these female. You couldn't beat, respectfully, Ma. You couldn't beat none of these female rappers today. Hell, I'll even put you up against Sexy Red. Let me not do that. No, rewind that. Rewind it. Forget I said that. You probably couldn't freestyle Gorilla. And I don't even like Gorilla like that. You wouldn't be able to take on. I'm just gonna say, I think Nicki Minaj will beat you in freestyling. Meg Thee Stallion, forget it. You ain't beating her in a freestyle. Sorry. Shit. Even old heads. Michi, not Michi X. Mia X from No Limit could probably beat you in a freestyle. And she like what, 50 years old? You're 44. You're my age. Oh God. Oh, God.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And the last time we was at the house, we was in the closet. Remember? I recorded that too because you're a weirdo. So now I gotta do your weirdo tactics and record you and keep record of stuff.
Okay. I think we all know what that is, but I wouldn't blame him since you wouldn't handle your business as a wife. I'm just saying, you ain't handling your business as a wife. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's so much more. God, this is just so. Wrong one. This is just so disgusting. But she loves it. She loves the girl that you want me. The girl that you want is gone. 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 I hate Justin Timberlake. Gone.
It's a weekend and then Monday's a holiday. I do not care. I don't. Okay. I don't care. I didn't realize that Papoose was still crashing out because I was sleeping because I have to get up in the morning and take my daughter to school. Throughout the day, I had some things to do because I have something to do later, and I had to pick my daughter back up. But now that she's secure and everything's fine, and I got about 7 minutes before I start getting on. The couple of things that was just totally egregious, totally outlandish. Okay,
The first one is just ludicrous. It doesn't even make sense. This man ain't right 90% of anything. Like, I wish he paid 90% of the bills. We probably wouldn't be here, but that's neither here nor there. Not only did this man not write for me, that's where a lot of his animosity comes from. Every time we would do interviews and people would be like, oh my God, do y'all rap battle? Who's better? He'd be like, she's better, she's better. His heart, though, it pains him because he really wants this. He wants this. We're talking about somebody who literally sat and made an album each month for a year straight that nobody purchased. And then here I am, literally making a lot of money on old work. And then sometimes I'll pop out with a little verse on Ghetto and Ration Con, pop out with a verse on an Mary J record, or I'll do something with my Fat Joe. Every time I do it, like, yo, right when there, please, with the album. And he envies that I had that demand and or that I have the leisure to not really do music because financially I'll still be okay. Right? I was always being threatened, or should I use the word blackmail, since that's the word we like to use. The only person that has ever tried to blackmail me was Papoose. All of these things he's saying now. Oh, I wrote her music. Oh, she's abusing her daughter. This man will wait till my daughter did something out of pocket, because he does. Wait till my daughter does something out of pocket, and when I go to that Sasa, he was secretly recording me. The same way he played a clip of a secret recording the other day, yesterday or whenever. He was secretly recording me and then tell me, like, yo, I'll play this and tell him that you abuse our daughter. Swear to God. Swear to God. This is the type of manipulator that we're dealing with. He loves using the word narcissist, strangely. Look at the tactics of a narcissist. When they can't control you anymore, they try to assassinate your character with lies. You understand?
I don't understand. I normally ask the question, why can't these celebrities just go out with regular folk? Just go out with regular folk. But that probably won't even make a difference. You know. Yeah, I look at this as like, girl, you are really trying to search. You are really trying to search. And then gonna try to put your little girlfriend into it and try to make even a more bigger mess. Okay, I hope this is all over. I hope this is over. I hope we don't have to see another moment of this. But needless to say, certain women can't let shit go. I mean, I'm not saying all women do this, because all women don't put themselves on the internet like that. They don't. They don't put themselves on the internet, but she feeling some type of a way. You know, she's burned a lot of bridges, and she literally is destroying her. She is literally destroying her public image. She just needs to, what we call, there's an a writer. I think there's an invention that came out like years ago, right? I think this invention is called shut the fuck up. She just needs to just shut the fuck up. I mean, you're just making it worse. You making it worse. You just you're having dudes think twice now. You just having dudes just think twice. And literally just They ain't going out on a limb for you niggas. I'm sorry. Unless you locked up in a cage or something, and I don't know, but nah, I ain't gonna waste no time. We got dudes right now going on panels saying we ain't gonna marry these niggas. I hope you mean again. You hope he doesn't respond again. He probably ain't gonna respond. Now, don't think that she might respond, meaning Clarissa, because you keep talking about me. I'm gonna have to come see you. I'm gonna have to DMX your ass and just come see you. Talking about me. What up? Shit like that. Pulling out razor blades and shit. Pulling out fucking razor blades out underneath this tongue. Like, come see me. All right. And give you that 2-piece and a biscuit. And she will give you 2 pieces and a biscuit right up in your fucking forehead. Just stop. You need to stop playing. Don't play with it. Don't play with that. Don't play with that.
My daughter is well taken care of. Not because of him. That man didn't even contribute $1 to her being here. IBF cost me over $100,000. So I wanted.
But guess what? He contributed over thousands of dollars until he was capped. He loved you. We all knew this. We all seen it. The man loved you, literally loved you. From all those years, he could not let you go. And you was fat as fuck. You was a fat hoe. But he helped you lose weight. And all of a sudden, like, y'all were on BET Love or whatever that thing was. Y'all was about to be the next Sierra and Russell Wilson. That ship has sailed.
I wanted to focus on my career. Right? So that's that. To say that you penned anything, you're corny. Like, no, the fact that nobody even believes you. I don't know why academics is over there like, yo, this was it. Sir, please. Don't use your platform to promote positivity. Don't push propaganda and lies. So that was that. It really wasn't even that serious, but I felt like I had to say that. The part that really the part that scuffed my Timbs is that this man really tried to come on here and say that that he caught me with a female, which is one of my friends, which I've been holding her back for years because she hasn't liked this man for years. Like, yo, you can't say nothing. You can't say anything. You gotta respect it. You not only did you disrespect her, you said her name, everything. So whatever she says about you, that's that. Like,
So you are admitting this. So you are admitting to having a female in your presence, but at the same time, you disrespected him by not attending to him. First of all, what the fuck is he? What the fuck is he doing in the she doing in the house in the first place? She don't care. She does not care. She's just gone off the rockers at this point. Even Jason Lee was like, "What are you doing?" Jason Lee, the agate, that light-skinned nigga. He was like, "What are you doing?" Well, they calling her phone like, oh, dog. They thinking you in a. Are you okay? Remy, are you okay? Remy, are you okay? because something ain't right. I feel the most sorriest for Papoose. I do. And people are calling him gay. Gay for what?
It's out of my hands right now. But he caught me in a sexual act with a female with my daughter on the bed. I slipped out of the bed with him after he was trying to get something, denied him. I always deny him. I've denied him. I haven't had sex with him in years. But I slipped out of our bed and tried to go get in another bed with a girl, a female, which is my friend, one of my close friends for years and years and years. And he caught me with my daughter and all this. First of all, you try to say what you said about Easy. Oh, you little. I think it's a little sugar in his tank. That's weird to me. That you literally got one hand, thought you had a flex trying to say, oh, she's bisexual. This, like, I'm actually not. But thanks for the uplift, because all the bad bitches that's been in my DMs since you said that, like, shout out to y'all. But try to say she's done so many things to the people from that community. Who? Most of my friends. Spams, aggressives, my hairstylist, one of my makeup artists. Like, who?
Are you hearing this?
By you saying that really shows how you really feel. Oh, I'm only on here because you talked about my children. Who children? Why do people only know that you have 2 children? Mine and your oldest daughter. Why they don't know about your son? Why was there 1,001?
First and foremost, he didn't mention anything about genders. He didn't mention anything. He said children. You talk about my son. You've been talking about my daughter. You've been talking about my son. He didn't say none of that. He just said you talked about his children. He didn't mention none of that. So here you are, literally making yourself foolish, and we all see through you. I'm this close to saying that you are not a bad parent, and I don't know. I'm not going to even touch that. But you're starting to sound like one of those narcissistic individuals, and that's sad. You are kind of narcissistic. I mean, there's levels to narcissism. Levels. I mean, all he wanted to do was be near you. He wasted all that money, all them resources. Could have had the next top album or whatever. And this is how you repay him? Like, really? By going out with a nigga, you really got mad because he punched the nigga that you was with? What? Wait, you got mad at Papoose for punching the dude that's a grapefruit. That's strike 1. Strike 2, you have a broad in the house. First and foremost, what is a broad doing in the house? What is he doing in the house? That's violation number 2.
Blogs posting, oh, his new girlfriend way back when you was really with your daughter, because they never even see her that much. You understand?
Wow, that's crazy.
Play with me. I told you the last time when you tried that son. Oh, she wasn't with my daughter on Christmas. Not only was I with her on Christmas, and your dumb ass was sitting right there. I bought most of the shit like I always do. Like, what you talking about?
With what money?
What are you talking about?
With what money?
Kid. But as soon as I start talking about your parenting, you're gonna be mad.
What
you're gonna be
money?
Mad. She don't let me see my daughter. She won't let me see my daughter.
With what money? You were incarcerated for 8 years. Once that lawyers and retaining fees, he's still working. Okay, my bad. You had that one song, we ain't back, which most of that shit you stole from Biggie, by the way, but I'm not gonna say anything. You really got a swole head. And by swole head, I mean you got your ego is that big. Oh, but my bag again. You getting them little cash payment checks from what was it? Love and Hip Hop, whatever, Love and Hip Hop New York or whatever. You getting them little cash payment checks is like what, $25,000 or something like that, which ain't shit. He was getting paid more than yo. Come on. It probably wasn't even that much anyway. Probably wouldn't even like $2,000 checks every week.
Never been the bitch to keep a man away from his kid. I'm not gonna be with the kid all day. Go over there. It's your turn too. You understand? Are you talking about the times when you wanted to take her over to your mother's house? And I told you, don't be having my daughter around the elves that's over there? One of your adopted sisters, knowingly, y'all all know about it over there, touching on kids.
Your main problem is that you don't have a great relationship with your own peoples. You don't have the greatest relationship, and it's fairly documented. Despite her alleged battles, the combination of record sales, royalties, TV appearances, and sales of her clothing business bring her to estimated of $4 million after lawyer fees, retainment fees. She's been in prison for 8 years. That shit dries up. That shit drives up really fast unless she got that shit locked up. You know, I don't know, unless she got that shit locked up and whatever. And if she's actually getting that money, how come when Papoose got an apartment for her, a condo or whatever, because she was about to get out, how come she didn't give him the money back? How much condos cost nowadays? Like anywhere from like 500,000 to like $1 million. Renting a condo is up to like $3,000 or $4,000 a month. I think. I don't know. I don't know the statutory in New York or New Jersey. I don't know anything about New Jersey and New York or whatever. I know it's kind of steep though. It's very, very steep. We would never last in that bitch. A condo out there for you and I, that's a Airbnb. That is an Airbnb. So for all that time he spent his money, you could have just accredited him by giving him the money back. If that's the case. She's how much? Wait. I'm glad you said that. I am so glad you said that. How much is she worth? How much is her net worth? Which don't mean shit. It don't mean she got that one little income. So annual income estimates around almost $400,000. Her net worth is $4 million, which it doesn't mean anything. Not really. It doesn't mean too much. So let's check out Papoose. Let's check out Papoose. And I bet you he make more than I. Oh, damn. I second that emotion. Only 500,000. And you know why that's under because he's not under any label. He's not under any record label. She was under not Fat Joe's, but oh fuck. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I'll just crush a lot. Big Pun's label. She was under Big Pun's label for a while. He ain't underneath nobody. He is an independent rapper. Getting it. He is independent. So technically, he is worth a little bit more because if he really, really wanted to, he could just get back on track and just start firing up underground. Well, he's already done some underground shit before. He ain't got it like Tasha. Fuck Tasha K. Oh, wait. You talking about the same Tasha K that owes Cardi B, right? $4 million? Where was she gonna get $4 million from? Man, I'm done with this. Boy. What? I got a damn. Corey Holcomb in the building. Corey Holcomb got something to say. Hold on, you got something to say, dog? What you got?
Women don't want to be responsible for their behavior. They want to be with the that's going to let them do what they want to do. Yeah, Remy, she disrespecting her. I mean, that's a great example to me.
Yeah.
And she's humiliating him publicly.
Yeah, she made a fool out the brother, especially with him out here. I heard he put hands on the other dude and all like that.
Mm-hmm. Disrespecting her. I mean, that's a great example to me.
And I heard these two had matching outfits. The cornball dude and RemyMa had matching outfits. What does that tell you? The blatant disrespect.
Yeah.
And she's humiliating him publicly.
Yeah, she made a fool out the brother, especially with him out here. I heard he put hands on the other dude and all like that. Mm-hmm. He played himself.
Our problem as men is we take unruly behavior personal. If a woman is out of pocket and has been trained to be so, that's her. You gotta let that go. It's her life.
Because of how she feel out of it, you will let her nothing ass you out here ready to fight another man over her. Right. All because of how you feel about the and she still go for it. And we already see the bitch ain't she. I know why she rewarded by being to think up.
Yeah.
The worst thing of it all is she somebody in the circle.
End of flashback.
How did I know he was the one? I came here to the Breakfast Club last year. He kept saying he wants to go out to eat when I come to New York. He wants to... And I was just like,
spend time wisely with skill, doing everything that losers want, but winners will. We ain't chasing a good time. We just sit and chill, eating, watching Michael B. Jordan. That movie Sin is ill.
You said there's some things he needs to handle? What do you mean by that?
Say it again?
You said earlier there's some things Pap need to handle?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's the elephant and I don't have to say it.
That's not who this is now. Now he's a wife. Listen, this is what I want. Papoose. I have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll pay for it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything signed. You are a world champion. You are accomplished. You have made it from out the ghetto, from the slums, from the depths of Flint, Michigan. You don't got no kids. You have your whole life ahead of you. But why are you attaching yourself to this 47-year-old man that doesn't have anything going, has no career, no job, no income, except for the income that he's claiming off of your percentage because he's your manager? Got you out here talking, looking crazy. He's the one that don't want to sign, don't want to get his stuff out of his ex house.
Savage, this is really perplexing. Remy, you want him out of your house. You want him moving on. Then why are you talking to the lady that he's currently with, telling her that she needs to do better than him? What's going on here? This doesn't make any amount of sense. What is it? A concern of yours? So what you really are saying is that you want this man out of your house. You want this man away from you. You want this man to be single. What you really don't want this man to be is happy. And guess what he did? He popped up with another lady looking.
Oh, and by the way, the only reason why he's not making over $1 million because he's in Hollywood. Let me explain what I mean. In Hollywood, you making over $1 million, it means something. You going to possibly Diddy parties and being the victim, like being on top with the freak offs and shit like that. Corey Holcomb could have made $1 million. He could have been a part of the game, but like I am totally for him making the money that he makes. Not everybody is accrued to making over $1 million and being the victims of Hollywood. Hollyweird, I should say. So I ain't knocking the brother.
Happy. And it seems like you just can't stand it. Yuck. But let's not forget the simple fact. You were the one that cheated.
If you use shame as a tactic to get your way, you may be low value. If you're often insulting to get your way or to shut people up or shut people down, you may be low value. The incessant need to be right.
Papoose has been the guy who women claim they want every guy to be. The guy who is humble enough, supportive enough, and stay down for a woman. You know, there's this theory that women will admire again the law, but a man won't hold a woman down. Well, according to the story, Papoose is the guy. He holds this woman down. He shows undying loyalty, and she gets released from jail, and everything seemingly was cool for a couple of years. Then later, without explanation, because everyone's thinking, oh, you know, they're not the biggest celeb couple, but they're like, yo, this is what black love should be. All of a sudden, we start seeing RemyMa with some other guy who looks like Papoose, just look like the broke version.
Remy cheated first. Remy cheated first. Remy had a good man.
Like this bitch.
A good man. And now Papoose has turned into a cheater because his woman has pushed him to cheat. He has been out here fighting, begging for his woman to come back home, stop sleeping with the help. You got a man that has a job that's taking care of you.
They weren't even with each other since 2022. I really don't like this messy, but I do not like messy people. But let me not engage, because here's the thing. It's a thing about algorithms, right? When you say or invoke messiness, you're going to attract messiness. That's why I'm comfortable in my own skin. I am comfortable in my own live streams. I'm comfortable in my own chat. I am comfortable making my own live stream. This is my home. You violate my home, you will get cussed out. This is where I reload my weapons. I'm locked, cocked, and ready to fire off. But it's at the request of my defense. But if you don't bring none of that negative towards my way, you get the humble side of me. You get the warmth side of me. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. And that's what you're supposed to get. There's too many messy people. Too much messiness. And Tasha K is the most messiest heifer that there is. Very messy indeed. All up in the Kool-Aid, don't even know the flavor.
You have a baby with that held you down 6 years in prison.
I don't care who brought up what. It's nothing for you to be like, I don't want to talk about that. It's nothing to be like, so before you even start, like, yeah, we not touching on that. Let's talk about what I have coming up, if that's really the case. I read, you're just you're punching the air. That my air, I've never breathed so freely in my life. Okay, I take it anymore.
You are a prodigy of a broken home. You started this. It was you that started this, Ma. You did that.
Said, hey, this ain't what it is. We can't keep doing this. We talking about people truthful. The truth, you will probably literally, people will cry if they knew the truth. Like literally cry. Like cry. I look at it now and I feel sorry for her. Like I feel sorry for her.
But that takes time. And like I said, that's not my place to speak. I'm saying like it'll get handled. I just know that from my perspective, I'm with him every day. And when I'm not with him, we're on the phone every day and we're talking and we're FaceTiming and we love each other. So that's just kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's a situation and it is what it is.
I'm assuming you mean like you want to wait till the divorce is like official.
I strongly believe that sometimes people need to fight it out because talking doesn't do it. Sometimes you can talk.
What's up?
I'm a killer. Jab to the mouth, then the shot to the liver.
Yes.
She don't like me because I spend money.
Brokey.
And I deserve it. Ain't nobody give me shit. I had to earn it.
Anytime I'm gonna ask all four men in the room, anytime a woman get a divorce, ask her why. Oh my God, they have the same answer. I deserve more. He wasn't hustling hard enough. He wasn't working hard enough. He wasn't giving me enough of what I needed. Who told you need it, young lady? And they huff the internet, about to weaponize it against each other. And they probably didn't mean most of it because a lot of it was just, like for the time. So now he's admitting he wrote her raps. Like, I hate that shit. But then she's saying he's broke, so he kind of got to admit it. Then it's like, I hate that she said he's broke. Then why is she mad? Oh, because his girlfriend did an interview in the Breakfast Club, and then they asked her about it. This shit is like, bro, this ain't high school. Stop falling for the bait. Look, it's my ex. I love her. She happy. Y'all got kids together. The kids are going to grow up, and you're going to tell them when they're 18, 19, act like an adult. And they're going to point to how you acted when you was in your 40s. So and that's why it's weird, because I wouldn't get into a lot of social media battles because my kids both follow.
Polite savages.
King Kong. I hate to say it, but he's correct. I hate to say it, but he's correct. He's correct. There's reasons why I don't give let's just say a 3-year-old. I don't give a 3-year-old a phone unless he or she wants to play Space Invaders or Dominoes or something like that. It's a kid game on my phone. After that, give me my damn phone back. You play with these Legos or something. All right. Try not to put it in your mouth. My daughter is old enough. My son is well old enough to, even though all he does is play games on his phone, My daughter is old enough and a little bit wise to know that if you're going to go anywhere, you need to be calling me 30 minutes, 30 minutes, every 30 minutes. Every 30 minutes, you're going to be calling me. Until you are well enough at a certain comfortable age that you don't necessarily have to go. Well, no, you're going to be calling me regardless. You're going to be calling me. If you're not calling me, you're calling your mother. All right? She's responsible for that. She ain't going to start DMing people unless she's FaceTiming people from her church. You know what I mean? She goes to a private school. So I'm well known of the people who are at that church. I am well known. I know 90% of the people who, those kids, their kids' parents who go to the private school that my daughter and my son go to. And that's what we all need to start doing. We all need to start thinking, if my daughter or my son's going to be around those people at that school, I got to know at least 50% of the parents. Because if something were to go down, it's my responsibility to see who did what to whom, or who said what to whom. It's what's called a community. Duh. What are we talking about?
Ain't got on me. Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. Because remember when you were young and somebody used to lie straight to your face saying that they weren't not upset about something when they really were upset? They used to say stuff like, well, I don't care. I didn't want to do it anyway. Or, hey, she doesn't like me. Well, that's okay. I didn't like her anyway. She ugly anyway. Ew. Nah, she was just this or that. And when all the time you know the person was really hurting. Well, RemyMa is crashing out once again. It seems like Papoose really did one this time. He served her some divorce papers, and now RemyMa is all up in arms. Why is she upset? I thought you wanted to leave the guy. Weren't you with Easy the Block Captain? Oh, I forgot. That didn't work out. And you were with somebody else. I guess that's not working out either. Because the truth is, if you wanted to move on from the man, you wouldn't have a problem with the man actually moving on with his life with Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields, you know, the upgrade. And I guess you don't feel like it's an upgrade, but ma'am, let's keep it real. She's a world champ. That's an upgrade. And sometimes you got to tell the truth and shame the devil, Remy. We understand that you're really upset, Remy. We understand that it's not working out the way you thought it was, Remy, because when that wall smacks you dead smack in the face, Remy, and you are sitting there, even as good as you look, you still can't compete with the younger girls, Remy. That's the way it rolls. And everybody has to understand what they understand when they understand, because the understanding will make you understand. And Remy, we all see what's going on here. We can all see you. You've been on live all day going back and forth with somebody who ain't really tripping on you. But then, of course, Pap had to come back and say his for it. Damn.
Hey, ladies, can y'all explain this to me? Like, explain to me how it is you break up with somebody and ruin a relationship, but still have the carte blanche to go on to social media talking about it. Because I done seen this too many times. And I done seen this with Tia Mowry talking about Corey Hardick. I've seen this now with Rem talking about Papoose. Hell, I even seen this with my baby mama.
Be silent if you're worth 27.
Like, I don't understand how this happens. Like, Remy, didn't you leave him for, what's his name, Difficult, the lieutenant, or Hard, the major? Oh, Easy Block, the captain. Like, you left them for them. And you sitting up here talking trash. Listen, I have yet to hear Papoose say one negative thing about you.
So Remy, let me ask you a question. What's the deal? Let me talk to you for a minute, young lady. Why are you so upset at the man? Why you got to call him a bum, call him all out of his name? Why you got to disparage him publicly? Don't you understand that your kids are going to see this later on and they're going to understand that both of their parents weren't mature enough to keep it inside the house. You had to let everybody in on your business. Why? Because he served you with some divorce papers. Well, don't you want to get a divorce? I mean, you had a whole ass boyfriend. Public with Easy the Block Captain or whatever his name is. We don't even know where he is anymore. Some dime store wannabe battle rapper. Hey, whatever. It is what it is. And now we see you courtside with Millie's. Hey, ma'am, it is what it is. But why are you upset? He moved on with Clarissa Shields. And once again, it is what it is. It seems like you're really upset about something. Maybe it's because you don't want to see him happy. You see, I can see misery in your eyes from a mile away. We understand the symptoms of a grown baby.
Because to them, peace looks like happiness, and they don't like happiness when they're not around.
Oh, so I get it, ma'am. He was just a little too happy, a little too at ease. He moved on with his life a little too quickly, and it just doesn't sit right with you, does it? It's just not something that you thought. You didn't take that equation into your own plans. Your analytical devices failed you, and you didn't think that this man would actually find himself somebody upgrading himself from you that quickly, and it's really tearing you down inside.
She's not going to preserve your peace. And I know there's some women in here like, no, I'll preserve my man's peace, and you're a liar. Because think about a time your man was in the room by himself, staring off into the distance, smiling, and you walk past the room. Did you look at him and go, he looks happy, I'm gonna leave him by himself, he looks happy? Or did you go, is he smiling about? It better be me.
Yep, that's it. Because nobody, absolutely nobody with any common sense goes online all day airing out somebody's business personally, unless they have a real problem. And you're squarely on your shoulders, ma'am, because he held you down for 6 years, ma'am. You said he was absolutely rock solid, hard in the paint. And if he did have problems, then those problems should have been handled in-house. You were out there calling him alcoholic, saying he's this, saying he's that, saying he has all types of deficiencies, things that are none of our business. But guess what? I haven't heard him say a damn word about you. And it's real ironic, ain't it, that you can say all this crap about him and he ain't said nothing really bad about you. So, gentlemen, let me speak to you for a minute. Don't hold no woman down for 6 years while she's locked up inside for some major crime because you're infatuated with her. You think she's the one. If she has that part of her characteristic, she's just not the one. All of this blabble that these modern women feed you about their past is their story. Their past is what they had to go through. Their past could be a whole bunch of ding-a-lings hanging off a tree, and they'll expect you to accept it. Nah, we ain't going for that no more. We need to have quality people from quality backgrounds who are going to act quality. And if they don't want to do it, then they can't be with you, gentlemen, because you're going to work your whole life to make yourself something a lot more than you are. And at the very least, have the cooperation with each other to understand that if it's over, you're not going to publicly rip each other down because both of you look like damn fools. And Remy, take some accountability for the situation. You're the one who initiated it. You got caught out there with Easy the Block Captain, and all the other battle rappers in your company was clowning y'all straight to your face. How do you think that made the man feel? Don't you understand that a man has his reputation to think about?
Just make sure you pick somebody who down with you.
Yeah.
And that's really the key, because somebody who down with you ain't gonna hang you if it go bad. You know who down with you. Everybody in here, if you around somebody that's down with you, you know it. That's the person that you have patience with and you gamble. If they not down with you, don't mess with them.
To eat the best foods. When you ain't feeling good, you can be back in the best mood. You ain't knocked him out because he be damn to keep seeing you get stepped to. He sat down and stood over like a step stool. If you think he didn't love you, you would put up with all this. Yo, Papoose. Yes, sir. That's how you talk to your.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
Thank you for watching the Tip Network.
Damn. Delete. After she calls out your husband's name, that's delete. That is all, folks. That is a wrap. But she'll learn. She'll on and on and on. It's quiet. It's quiet now. But we'll wait. And then She get to talking again, but he better not come out with anything. Just you said your piece, be done with it. And I'm done with this live stream. So I'll see you on the next live. Peace.